welcome back to Trails Beyond the Horizon. Actually, I forgot to turn you down. There we go. In the last episode, we looked around the Interstitial Sanctum, then we left, and we started Rean's Route 2. Rean Route 2. And we were just looking around Basel, essentially, before taking off the next morning, so we're going to help Toa by going to the Institute and looking at the telescope. But we haven't made it there yet. We looked around Newtown, and that's it. And then we went to do Grimgarten, and the 4th domain updated everyone here, so we have to look around here again. But we did the 4th domain, so that's done. We're just going to look around. We also got an orb, so we can check that out, too. But first...
search time.
Hey, new fish.
All right, let's begin.
The hell? There's no fish there at all? Oh. Alright, I think I got the gist of the situation. Thanks for sharing, especially given there's not much we can actually tell each other. Yes, well, certainly an unfortunate symptom of our circumstances. After all, it doesn't seem like any of the parties present are at liberty to speak on their situation at the moment. Ah, well, no use getting all... no use in getting all bummed out about it, yeah? Anyway, I heard Basel's beautiful this time of year. You guys happened to bump into Professor Hamilton while you were there. Oh my god. Yeah, actually, but she seemed kind of busy with something. We parted ways almost as soon as we met. We didn't exactly ask where she was headed, but it definitely seemed like she had a lot on her shoulders. Interesting. Would love to meet the woman someday. So they don't know where she ran off to, huh? Guess that means I'm in for the long game. Oh boy, you're not being subtle about that. Tharbad, Edith, Basel. Sounds like our little group here is spread across the entire Republic, and with objectives just as wide-ranging too. There's still room for some collaborating though, way I see it. So what do you say to a little Q&A sesh, friend? No? The Guild's taken an interest in the Thor's alumni in the Grelsritter lately. I wonder if that means working together is off the table. So Kevin's team is in Tharbad, are they? I believe Arya should be there by now as well, if I'm not remembering correctly. I'd heard the city owes much of its prosperity to the Orbal film industry. I'd love to visit with my old school friends someday. I wonder if it'll be different if I go to Van's route and come back in here? Because they're both at the same time here for 4th domain? I don't know. So, Rufus, Van tells me you're the former Governor General of Crossbell, and that you're supposed to be dead. Funnily enough, I'd actually considered intervening in the situation over there myself 2 years ago, as Grimcat, of course. To tell the truth, plenty of Jaeger groups had you in their sights, too. Yes, well, though the incident in question was largely brought about by my imposter, I acknowledge that much of the blame lies at my feet as well. As such, I'd like you all to decide whether you find me trustworthy enough to fight by your side. If not, I'll willingly accept imprisonment. I don't think we need to go that far. I mean, I've seen how much Swin and Nadia look up to you. They call you their boss for a reason. Yeah, and plus, it ain't exactly like our group's full of the most straight-laced goody two-shoes in the Republic. Oh, by the way, I know we talked about this before, but seriously, if you want to take up 4 SPGs for us in the real world, feel free. In exchange, though, I'm gonna ask that you share all the secrets you pick up along the way with me and my team. That sounds reasonable enough, as long as it doesn't interfere with our plans, of course. Ain't nothing more Spriggan-like than teaming up with the Walking Dead, and the former Governor General of Crossbell. But that's besides the point. I'll be counting on you out there, Schwarzer. Yeah, likewise. I know that ex-Governor General guy was marked for elimination by a bunch of different corps, but I don't sense any ill will in him. Well, since we're going to be spending more time together, maybe I'll take the chance to learn what I can from him, like how he got to be so cunning. Maybe that's not the kind of thing you should be learning. I don't really feel the need to be too on guard around the guy, especially knowing how close he is with Swin and Nadia. but it might be nice to look at how strong our reformed villain friend is anyway, you know? Sure. Huh. Try as I might, many still view me as the most notorious villain of the century. Well, nevertheless, I hope we'll be able to work well during our time together, without getting in one another's way, of course.
All right, let's begin.
Nothing. Is this updated?
All right, let's begin.
What the hell is this? What do you mean?
All right, let's begin.
Oh, just glitches out sometimes. Oh God, what a group. Something about this new body of yours seems remarkably familiar, Lapis. That's because it's one of York's creations. His most amazing masterpiece yet, if I do say so myself. And that's because everything I eat in this body is filled with about 10 times the flavor. Huh, that really is amazing. I'd love to hear the story of how he even ended up at Marduk, though. I mean, seeing as we were having such a hard time tracking the guy down. Apologies, but Mr. Rosenberg and I are in different divisions. I'm afraid I'm at as much of a loss on the circumstances of his joining as you are. This really is a product of Marduk. It's using the same prosthetic devices that yours does, Rosette. A body with capabilities like these could prove a useful asset for furthering my drone research, I imagine. If I was allowed to collect the data, that'd be fine with me. But remember, Rosenberg dolls are beings both noble and elegant, Katra. If you'd like to study me, you'll have to handle me with the utmost care. Understood. I feel like things were kind of awkward with Kevin's team earlier, but maybe I was just imagining things. We've made a lot of progress in prosthetic research at the Epstein Foundation recently. Epstein. Particularly since the crossbow incident. However, the level of technical skill involved in Lapis's new body is in a class of its own. Meister Jorg and Marduk have outdone themselves. Jorg Rosenberg's a doll maker who used to be part of the Society's 13 factories. We were able to keep tabs on him for a bit through his connection to Ren and Lapis, but wasn't aware the guy ended up at Marduk of all places. There really is no telling what that place will do next, is there? Might need to keep an extra eye on them going forward. Oh, right, I'm not supposed to talk to Katra about Professor Hamilton, am I? Okay, just act normal, Lapis. We'll get through this. Uh-oh. Kevin's team was acting a little strange earlier. Something does feel off. Miss Rosenberg's new body is quite stunning. But I suppose I should have expected as much, given the craftsman responsible. Admittedly, I am a bit curious as to why he transferred to Marduk myself.
Shard searching.
Why not? Are these your bikes? Oh, hey. See, the thing is, we were talking about our babies earlier, and it had me wondering if we could load their data in the Garten. Turns out, you can, turns out. Huh. Fascinating. Though they're the same Etoise models, their tuning has afforded them vastly different capabilities. Man, just looking at them makes me want one of my own. And thinking about grabbing the new Red Star, actually. Well, if you're interested, I believe I have a few magazines that speak on next year's models. Honestly, I doubt I'll be needing them anytime soon. I've grown much too fond of my current bike to trade her in. Hey, no rule that says you can have only one, you know? Honestly, if I ever save up the Mira, I might just look into getting another myself. See, they found their fellow enthusiasts. Well, I'm glad to see they're getting along. Man, bikes are the frickin' best. I'll nab one of my own eventually, just a matter of what kind. Hell, I might even be able to think about grabbing one of those Reinford models. Though they're both Etoise models, their tuning has rendered them vastly different bikes. I'd love to join Crow on a road trip someday. Perhaps even Aaron could tag along as well. Leave it to bike talk to get me all pumped up. I swear. I should probably cool it before Toa gets on my case, though, huh? Damn, if only I could bring George and Jellica to the garden, too. It would be nice to talk bikes over a few drinks again, you know?
Now where?
We'll check on them quick.
Now where?
Ah. Warm and relaxing, just like I knew it'd be. Well, you're right, but I can't help but feeling like we're losing the plot a little. It's kind of embarrassing to be wearing a swimsuit here in front of everyone. Though the juxtaposition between here and real life can seem a bit strange, it's important we take breaks when we can, Swin. So let's forget our troubles for the moment, yes? Perhaps with some water polo? Yeah, you're right. Leave it to Ren to notice when someone's acting a little off, huh? Wonder what it is that got Aggie looking so down, though. Me too. Though, considering we can't say much about the situation we're dealing with, either, it's probably best we don't ask. I'm pretty sure it's about Albert. Damn it, I know I was the one who chose to get myself involved in all this, but it's really eating at my nerves. Wish I could talk to Van about it, and Katra. So they really want... They're really struggling to not tell them. Getting to kick back in the hot spring without worrying about a time limit? Oh, if only I could live here forever. Why? It's not like you don't kick back in real life, too. You'll laze around practically anywhere. It's been a while since I've seen Swin and Nadia. Maybe I'll catch them up on what's been going at Aramis. I'm glad to hear these two managed to reunite with Rufus recently, and with little incident to boot. Though it is interesting that Kevin seems to be working with their group now. But I digress. What matters now is resting up while we can, still can, for Anya's sake and everyone else's. Alright. Okay, wait, this might be different?
That's the stuff.
Oh, this is bliss.
This feels
You do-
great.
Nothing better.
You do show different
Just
people.
what the doctor ordered.
So it just kind of rotates random people. Gotcha. Alright, we'll check you out. Oh. Really? We're gonna learn about the tyrant? Lagoon Khan, a name that none today would dare speak aloud. However, roughly 40 years ago in Calvard's Province de Lamay, the city of Longport knew this name as one to exalt with honor and respect. The catalyst was an incident at Heilong Chen Zai, a place not far from Longport where septium had long been produced in an underground mine. After the Orbital Revolution, demand for septium skyrocketed, and Heiwei decided to take the initiative in modernizing Calvard. However, foul spirits known as Gui began to appear in the shadows of the giant concrete housing complexes, terrorizing the miners and their families. With transportation routes and shipping lanes being attacked, Heiwei sent Feng Shi, martial arts artist, and Xiong Shou to subdue the Gui. But the spirits decimated them so thoroughly that even Yin, the most famous figure in the underworld, was at a loss for what to do. Heiwei and its elders were in a state of distress, and wondered if it was perhaps time to lean on the strength of the Republic. It was at this moment that a spirited and handsome young man stepped forth and proclaimed,
My name is Lagan Khan. Remember it from this day forth. Do not turn to outsiders to solve this plight. I and I alone will clear away the disaster that has befallen the Dazzling city.
Perhaps from some small amount of Western blood in him, his resplendent hair was red as blood, run ablaze, and captured the hearts of all who saw him. Thus it was that the young man, with Heiwei and Yin at his back, drove out the Gui, running rampant around Longport. even defeated the giant monstrosity that lurked in the eroded cave, and thought to be the foul spirit's leader. The man's intense skill, overwhelming strength, and irresistible charisma captured the hearts and souls of all who met him. The people of Longport and Heilong Shen Zhai were convinced that he was the second coming of a figure who had appeared to them in troubled times. They granted the young man a throne and the title of king, that his words would surpass the authority of mere mayors and governors.
All of Heiyue shall now know you by the prestigious name of Lagun Khan, the Conqueror, ruler of all, whose every command we shall follow. A great man to guide us, our mighty tyrant.
I resolutely accept this mantle. As I am yet young, I will no doubt require much assistance. However, I have no intention of lingering on details and minutiae. Simply still your tongues and follow me! My lord!
Huh. The young conqueror of the Dazzling City End. Oh, okay. Interesting. Why are you giving us these? Is there some relevance to that? Like, we already kind of knew a little bit about this. But what relevance would Dominique being a young thief before, you know, like, what relevance does that have? Why are these here? It's bizarre. First Domain's boss arena has been taken over by an enemy that's crazy local. If you have time to kill, could you re-clear the first domain? We're counting on you. Oh. In short, it's like a wanted monster in the Grim Garten. Okay, yeah, sure. I might as well do that before I do updates there, then. It's the last thing we need to do here, so... I already have an S on it, so I don't really need to try here.
Let's begin our adventure.
Oh, and it's really small,
Let's begin our adventure. On my name as the Black Rabbit. On my name as the Black Rabbit. Let's begin our adventure.
Can I get a good
On
roll?
my name as the Black Rabbit.
Wait, you... What's the difference between these doors? On
my name as the Black Rabbit.
I guess it doesn't really matter. These are really weak doors, so... Oh, wait, I can teleport past. Oh. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay. I still haven't done win without being KO'd and win within 40 turns. I don't know if that's because this is a new enemy or what.
Us in victory.
Oh, you're 100% new. I mean, my current group's pretty damn good for this. Got stun. If it's single target, Aaron might be better than Ren. I took everything off of Aaron. Never mind. He doesn't have any gear.
They should make for an interesting opponent.
Alright. Volga-Dahak. Man, you're pretty sweet looking. What the hell?
Let's charge in all at once.
This isn't a reskin, is it? 340k. Okay. For now. Speed.
Now, put on the pressure.
Thanks.
My thanks.
Go at it.
Time for a new look.
I'll back you up. So full throttle. ZOC.
Alright, we gotta get over here. We're gonna do that, that,
Let's stay on
that.
You're
It's pretty resistant to... I don't know about that.
Go at it full force.
Mirage. Don't really... I have Soul Flare, I have Nebulous Cannon would be pretty good against him right now. I'm gonna move forward. Make sure you're next to him, and we're gonna do... Yeah,
Supporting.
defense tower.
I need your assistance. Double Buster Cannon!
Missed? Uh-oh. Okay, maybe you should get over here.
My mind is clear. I'm up.
Yeah, we'll do one of those. I need to get my S boost up, so...
Let's charge in all at once.
Damn, I guess I'm gonna use Regal Beatdown.
Roar! 1, 2, 3! Slice! Have some more!
Get going! Take this!
That wasn't very strong.
Unlocked!
2K? Not bad.
Please.
Are arts effective? Whoa. Okay.
Take that!
This guy might be weak to arts. Arts damage down. Do both of these, and then...
Take this!
Rena's next. And I have 5. So,
Strut your stuff, Schwarzer!
get over here.
This'll clinch it. Relax.
Wait, I
My thanks.
have Rabbit Sword? Wait, oh. I think Rabbit Sword might be better. That'll stun it.
Go all in on him!
Got you. Keep through me. Slice. Staggered. It's yours, Ren.
What I can do...
Go at it
Do
full
I want to do that? Yeah. Oh, nope, not that. Swap with Fairy.
Please. I'm on the scene. Let's charge in all at once.
And that'll give them 2.
Bear witness to
This
me.
might be good.
That light may shine. Ishtar's blessing.
Alright, get both of them in. Yeah. Oh, 44k. It's still stunned. Good. Azure Sunray.
Turn this dusk in power.
Here's my chance.
Okay, 22k. Regular cannon.
I gotcha!
Okay, it's probably gonna do that random heal thing that all bosses do soon, so...
Go all in on him!
Just in case, I'm going to... I need to get CP and stuff back.
Let's charge in all at once.
The rest
Yeah, I'm
is
gonna
yours.
get you back in.
I gotcha!
And stats. So, that one.
I'll pour you some tea.
Yeah. Go for it.
What the hell?
You'll pay
Oh.
for that!
That was pretty weird looking. Not that much damage, though, thankfully.
Stay
Okay.
on guard.
Please.
Chew on this! Colpic Pummel!
7,000?
Right behind you.
Alright, Fairy, you can get out for now. We'll get Kevin in.
Here's the headliner!
Kevin.
Sacred seal of mine. Empower me!
Now that you have another turn, I will do... Oop, oop.
Activate!
Noble Axe.
This'll clinch it. Relax.
My thanks. Let's stay on the offensive.
Back attack.
It's closing time.
Stick this down your gullet! Still ain't done!
Okay, good. It gave it to me. I forgot that it cuts your CP use in half. Good?
My turn.
I still want to just cast with you, probably. Oh, I'm out of... Wait, you have a crit? Alright, we're gonna get you in.
Okay, back in the fray.
I don't have enough to do that. Side attack.
Shred him up! Deadly Crush!
Oh, not bad. I don't think we're getting another stun out.
Give it your best shot.
I should probably do this. Still, it's magic damage, which is stronger for her. Ooh, missed.
My move now.
Alright, I need to do 100k, which means I need CP.
Stay on guard.
I should probably just...
Don't jump the gun.
30 CP, that's what it was. Okay.
Now, rabbit sword.
Thanks, eh?
My thanks.
And then I'm not gonna use anything, I'm gonna kind of spam... No, I can't, damn it.
Gotcha!
Yeah, give me the burst gains. I need bring back.
I'll get you for that.
You already used your stuff, so I can...
Push it to the limit!
I'd do that.
It's closing time.
Here to support.
Alright, Rean.
If you please.
My turn now.
Here to support.
What a party.
You got this! Got you! Keep through me!
Still not enough. Okay, this is a long one.
Right behind you.
Alright, not bad. Yeah, this is boost recovery too.
Resound! With Azure Strength! Let's do it!
I got 3 of them.
Arkride!
Okay, so they're all on recast, so this all goes to Rean,
Get your head
who
in the
can't
game.
do it. Where's your back?
Keep your focus.
Oh,
Arkride! Raging Buster!
should have reset. Nope, it didn't. Still alive.
Payback time!
Uh-oh. Yep.
Allow me.
That's not super great. Verne is dead.
You're mine!
Just gonna do that again.
Rabbit sword.
Thanks, eh?
Good enough for you? Yep.
Here goes.
Roar! 1, 2, 3!
Give me a burst game. There we go. This might kill it.
Rock!
Now, cut through!
That's
Take
like
charge,
just
Kevin.
short. Okay, for sure it's dead now.
It's closing time. Stick this down your gullet!
That is so much stronger than I think it should be. It's like so strong. Magic
Check
booster.
that one off the list.
Our reward's been deposited. Mission complete.
Yeah, Van died. I could have healed at any point, but instead... How?
No hard feelings.
How? How? Alright, well either way, we took care of that. There's no updates here. We're good on there. I will spend whatever I got here. Oh, that's not
Welcome to
enough.
my study.
That's not worth it. Don't worry, I'll grind when over my week
How may I
of
help
work.
you?
Ah, damn it. Okay, use the bath.
Fully recovered. Welcome.
And
Please select
then
a store.
wait,
Select a
workshop?
service.
Oh, it's separate? What? Costs 1,000 Mira. Oh no, that's the original. So you can bring it down to 200. That's not bad. I'd rather have a shop discount though.
Functionality expanded.
And now I might as well.
Functionality expanded.
Yeah, because this is like instant refills, so yeah, I guess. 400 meter Mira. Oh my god.
Version upgraded.
Okay. It's gonna be so cheap to get my full
This is what we have for sale.
stuff back.
Thank you very much. Preparing. This is what we have for sale.
Oh, because Kevin's route doesn't appear this time. We have to buy his weapon separately. Okay. Might as well. Woodpecker? Yeah, that's all the new stuff there. Can upgrade him.
Thank you very much. This is what we have for sale.
Ooh. Okay, we got a recipe. We got gingerbread house. I can make another burning blood, apparently. Yeah, go ahead. I need them. I'm out of U Material Plus, though.
This is what we have for sale.
There are no new plugins. We're all caught up there. I could open a bunch of slots, but I'll definitely open vans. Okay, just that one, I guess. Anyone still on 3? You. Oh. Nope, oh, wait. Elaine. Everyone else is on their last tier, so that won't be super bad to get out of the way. Just open up one of Kevin's. Okay.
Thank you very much.
That is all of that.
Seeking a challenge?
5 creepy sheep. Okay. Oh god. 70k. 200.
Go all in on him.
Let's get serious. Here we go.
Alright, Kevin. Damage 50%.
Clench it. Relax!
Thanks.
Is 125. Oh, I can do that for 24.
Got you covered. Cavalry bolt. Good chance.
Oh, there we go.
You messed up.
Not bad.
You messed up.
Don't
Okay.
get too comfortable.
Okay. Rean. Enlighten.
Spirit unification!
If I can get behind all of them. I could do this, but I won't be able to use my S-Craft then. Would it be worth it?
Go all in on
Yeah, because I can use the other twos.
Blow them down. 6. On to you.
Yeah, that was quite a bit of damage.
Shut him down, Armbrust.
Damn.
Yes, I've gotten rusty.
It's just one shot. Or
That's enough.
not one shot, but took him out like back to back. That's unfortunate. Okay, green's gotta go, obviously. We need to... I can hit both?
Here to help.
What do you mean you both get a turn? Oh, right. S-Craft away.
Leave it to Nana.
You're still gonna be very strong. I'm actually gonna do heavy stun on you.
There you go.
This'll do the trick. Here we go.
11k. Okay, that one's dead.
Leave it all on the table.
It's about to be stunned with 60k health left. Why does Van keep getting wrecked? Poor guy. It's because I have the tanky thing on him, but...
Hey, I'm tagging out.
Leave it to me.
Yeah.
Assemble.
It probably won't hurt that bad, but...
Good evening.
Right behind you.
Okay, this is potentially good, because I can do that, and then that. But you can't do... Oh. It's fine.
Got you. Keep through me. Slice.
30k?
You bet.
Caught out.
10k? It's got 5k health left? Oh, you are so dead. Oh, wait, I got another turn?
Here to help.
Now, cut through.
Good chance.
It's gonna die of burn if I don't attack it. Oh. Alright. I want to try to get an overkill, so...
Don't let me down.
Fairy.
Flames?
There we go.
I can't get complacent.
I've plenty of growing left to do.
Just gonna
Lot
keep
of
plowing
levels.
along.
Thank you.
How may I help you?
And these won't be updated. I think we're good
We
there.
have all sorts of goods. Thank you very Enjoy your adventure.
I think we're done. We can finally go back to patrolling Basel. I do like the music here. And we are done in this area as well. Oh, it's a movie theater. Right. Why is New Ort Road on here? Let me just go check. I can't go here, right? Okay. Never mind. Well, we're gonna head in there.
Well done.
Thank you.
Shard searching.
Performing
So
search.
long. Side quest there. One of these has to be a subjugation. It's probably going to be this one. Oh, there's not that many NPCs about. Interesting. Are you a subjugation?
Let's see.
Oh no, CEO. There's been some rather unsavory office gossip among Verne employees and associates about our returning CEO, Bill Tossend. If it spreads any further and his name gets dragged through the mud, he may be pushed out yet again. Would you be able to look into the rumors? I can provide more details if you come to the tunnel entrance. Okay. Okay. So we'll do that at the end after we've looked around here.
Let's search around.
Hey, your son's home. You're back late, Lucas. Oh, right. How did the exams go? Hey, Dad. Could I, stop by the workshop sometime? No, where's this coming from? I thought you wouldn't be caught dead in that musty, outdated shack. Your words. Yeah, well, don't get too excited. It's just part of my innovation through research initiative. I'm not keen on helping out with the place, let alone following in your footsteps. But during my exam prep, I had a thought. New tech begins closest to home. So I thought maybe I should take a look at what you've been doing in the workshop for... You little rascal. You finally realize your old man's all that in a bag of metal chips, eh? Don't go putting words in my mouth. This is exactly why I didn't want to ask. Lucas never did wear his heart on his sleeve. But hey, if it's a grand tour he wants, then it's a grand tour he'll get. You might not think much of it, but my workshop didn't make a name for itself in Basel by putting out imprecision instruments. It's been too long since I had a chance to razzle-dazzle my boy on the job. Good for you. My dad's real set in his antiquated ways, waving off new methods, going on about the soul of a craftsman, whatever that is. But we really got to talking lately, and it's led me to realize that he's not just being straight up dismissive. So now, I'm thinking it might not be the worst idea to try and get to know things from his perspective. His workshop may be behind the times, but maybe a college student like me can make a new discovery or two from it. Maybe?
Running a search.
It's a good mentality.
Shard searching.
And there wouldn't be anything over here. I do want to see. Can't see a reason. Okay, you said a reason we need to go there now. It means it could happen. Hey, Real, you're super good at engineering, right? Can you make me an RC car, then? You mean RC as in radio controlled? I've been working on nothing but assault frames lately, so... Oh, I know. Make me an RC salt frame instead. That's just raising the bar even higher, I swear, Nat. Then again, an RC AF does sound fun. Maybe I'll give it a try in my spare time. Really? Yay! I've been bracing myself for Nat's next request, and this one actually sounds fun, though. Free time's gonna be at a premium for a while, but I'll give it a shot next chance I get. Big sis Riel makes stuff for me all the time. Like the other day, she used a bunch of leftover parts to build me a model rocket. Next up's gonna be an RC salt frame. I can't wait. Salt frame.
Today,
Just guarding I'll be headed... Oh boy. Headed back to the Space Force's base after this to perform our final checks. Hope to say hi to my daughter Milia first, but she looks to have run off some place or other. I won't be able to return home until our astronaut touches back down, but it is what it is. The girl's got a good head on her shoulders, so she'll be fine. As for me, well, I might get a touch lonely. Dole.
what would you like? Come again. What would you like?
Oh, speaking of that, I bought stuff.
Come again. Come again. No need to be shy now.
I might as well buy it. That. I bought gingerbread house.
So tasty.
Nothing else new? Okay, who was this for? Ren, of course.
I think I'll do a little cooking. There we go. Enjoy.
I get any new stuff here? Oh, I see the other tab here.
All right, I'll put it on the blog.
What are you gonna write here?
I appreciate it.
Perfect portions of ginger and brown sugar make this an appetizing masterwork. Extra points for the architectural touch. As a child, my heart would have leapt at the sight. Secret. What's the point of writing a review if you're not going to say what place it's from? Right?
So tasty.
Not that you can. We made it in VR, or bought it in VR. So I don't know if it's real.
Let's search around.
Alright, nothing else in here.
Let's search around.
Might as well go in here. Holy smokes, who could have guessed the talk of the town would just waltz right into our place? Who? And when I asked for an autograph, she actually gave me one, with a smile. Amelia? I gotta frame this for future generations to see. What a stroke of luck. Brings a tear to my eye, it does. Part of me suspects my sister is scheming up some way to profit off this, but no, I'm just being paranoid. Well, we just saw you in a side quest, though. Huh. Who's Minfa? Who are these people? My, so the both of you were classmates in Arassian's music academy. Isn't that lovely? All this travel experience will make for a wonderful artistic inspiration. Ah, the trace of youth. Watching you two makes me... watching you take... To make the world your oyster has me jealous. Jesus. It's a little embarrassing when you put it that way. Besides, Citrus, you're still square in the prime of life yourself, aren't you? If anything, our adolescence exuberance is at risk of being overtaken by yours. Oh, going around the country and taking in all that it has to offer is something I've always dreamed of. My dad was an inspiration. He used to talk about how he traveled near and far honing his skills. Is that right? And you say he runs a tavern and inn up north? Wait, so are you from Meseldon? Then the skills he was honing were culinary. That's certainly one of many ways to lead a life. Would that I could turn back the clock. You girls make my middle-aged self stick out like a sore thumb. Nah, don't say that, Minfa. You're still plenty young. Well, aren't you a flatterer? Tell you what, I'll pick the tab up tonight. Jesus. Hey, I know these two very slightly. I don't know Citrus at all, I don't think. Have we met Citrus? I never got much chance to have any girl time before, so this is nice. And the bars and inn's pretty amazing too. There are so many lessons for me to take away. Apparently it's run by a brother-sister duo. They've even got an efficient online reception and delivery ordering system going. Is that how people do things in Basel? The vibe is so different from our place back home that it's giving me culture shock. We ladies are closing out our first tour day with a little get-together. I'm the only one outside of their age group, but the tears are such a joy to be around. Though I do have to wonder where my husband's gallivanted off to. No place overly seedy, I should hope. Foot is... okay. It is so numb, and I just don't know why I'm not... Hold on. Okay. Ever just sit on your foot and it hurts, and then you're like... Instead of moving, I was just sitting there acknowledging that it hurt, and I'm like, wow, that sucks. I just refused to move. Not once did I expect us to spend our dinner rubbing elbows with other tour goers. Nellie and I were meant to be traveling as an exclusive pair, so it was a bit disheartening at first. But in hindsight, I'm rather glad for it. We're in fine company after all. I think the best part of going on tours is getting to know people you otherwise never could. The joys of traveling are just that much more joyful when you have a diverse bunch to share them with. Though, of course, nothing compares to enjoying this experience alongside a dear friend. Wouldn't you say, Amelie? I think I said that right. Most certainly. Let me talk to you first. Man alive, what are the odds? This has me practically walking on air. Is it true that she used to run a courier service for a while just for the fun of it? Maybe we could contract her to run our deliveries. Imagine all the orders we get rolling in. There's room for negotiation here. I gotta have Gillies draft up a proposal stat.
What do you have?
Ooh, wait. New stuff? That one.
So tasty.
B. Can't make it. Okay. Remember, there's something you can't make at the moment.
I'll go ahead and send this to Mr. Arkride.
This rich, fluffy cheesecake is subtly sweet, but with a depth of flavor and delicate texture that should pair with just about anything. It's probably high in calcium as well. Alright.
Oh, hey. Thanks for earlier.
Good evening. Out enjoying the sights?
Major Amelia and General Haring. Hello. I take it you two are here for dessert.
We'll be returning to Zeku when we're done. But it's been a while since I last met my daughter outside of work, so we decided to have some new store together.
Sure did. And I ordered a whole one, so we've got plenty. If you'd like, you're welcome to join us. Think of it as my way of making it up to the ladies for being so brash earlier.
Yeah. I guess it was a whole route to go, so you might have forgotten. I guess we can take you up on that, though the professor did already treat us to the same thing at breakfast. Indeed, every restaurant and family has their own unique Nustort recipe, it seems. I look forward to trying it. She still looks pretty angry. It'd be our pleasure to join you.
I apologize for my incorrigible daughter.
No, don't be sorry. It's on us for being caught so flat-footed. We can just chalk that up to our lack of experience. What? Hey, I'm not one to look a cheek-pecking gift horse in the mouth, but, anyway, yeah, she definitely blindsided me there for sure. Did you just apologize for her giving you a kiss? That's... interesting. So you didn't get to see each other much during the planning phase. Nope, and this guy has had his head buried in work, being in charge of the whole op and all, and I've been stuck doing training, and more training. Poor Papa, you must be so lonely without me around. Were you a more disciplined daughter, perhaps I would be. Yet, you did things like joining the military in spite of my objections, and worked your way up the ranks until you became an ace pilot. Then you volunteered for the front lines of the war. That may have earned you military accolades, but it came at the price of injury and early retirement. You're still holding that over my head. Come on, I helped stop the invasion right out of the gate, so cut me some slack. And hey, even if it's only a temporary thing, I'm back in the game now, aren't I? You can never keep a good military gal down. I suppose I can't argue with you on that point. You say this is a temporary arrangement. What do you plan to do when the project is over, then? Gonna hang up the military cap again? That's more or less the plan, yeah, though it may depend on how negotiations go with the people higher up in the pecking order. For the record, I will have no say in that. You need to make your own case with military affairs for yourself. Seriously? Oh, that's just great. I'd have an easier time bargaining with a brick wall. You, sure you want us hearing this stuff? Still, you two seem really close. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Might be partly because my mom passed away early on. I also used to go camping with him as a kid whenever he was on leave. She can be quite the handful at times, but honestly, that's part of what makes her so endearing to me. It pains me thinking this might be the last time we can meet together like this. Huh? Because of the rocket launch, I'm guessing? That's weird. Yeah, I mean, it'll be the first attempt of its kind in human history, so the chance of everything going belly up isn't zero. Still, it's probably safer than when I was hauling ass making deliveries on S-level difficulty routes. Don't equate your reckless bouts of whimsy with something as important as the rocket launch. I'm guessing that's what you did for rehab after your injury. I heard the delivery woman Hermes has dropped by the Free Cities on business from time to time. Yeah, and I've heard all about all the things you got up to there, freelance contractor Armbrust. From cracking down on human traffickers to mediating corporate disputes, you got quite the resume. More like a Spriggan than a Bracer, but the cases you handle are on a much larger scale by the sound of it. Someone's done their homework. Take it you've studied up on my past, too. That's a given, though rest assured your criminal history in the Empire is of no concern to us. Like with Schwarzer, I thoroughly scrutinized the CID report on you, and after the fact, I gave your invitation my stamp of approval. I neglected to express my gratitude during the social gathering due to all the people in attendance. Thank you. It's because of you that the program's chances of success have gone up, even if only slightly. I'm grateful to you, both as a man in charge of the project and as the father of the woman before you. Huh? General. I'll be frank, I still think this whole thing is suspicious as all get out. But I'll take your thanks at face value for now. Alright, that's it. He went for Crow first. That means Crow and Amelia. Future? Yeah? Crow and Amelia future? I don't know if it's our place to ask. But what are the odds of success? Why would shaking the dad's hand make me think that, but... how should I put this? Let's just say I have reason to think it'll be higher than the time when you dispelled the twilight. You think it's gonna be higher than that? Okay. That's
Please,
good.
just leave it to us this time. You can count on us to beat the odds. Same as you, with our own 2 hands.
Why would you compare it to the Great Twilight? That seems a bit strange.
Sorry about her. She has a bit of a flair for the dramatic. Anyway, I heard from Kincaid that you're headed to the capital tomorrow. I understand you'll be taking part in the launch ceremony. So I hope you'll enjoy the show.
I'm sure we will. Good luck. We'll be rooting for you. You got spirit, I'll give you that. In fact, I'd go so far as to bet half my chips on your chances. Afterward, the Rean's group thanked the Harings for the tart and coffee, and then they went on their way.
Please, just leave it to us this time.
The fact that you say that makes no sense. If you're... That feels like a slip-up to me. Mostly because, you know, why would you ever say that when it has to do with a space launch, you know? It's not a war, it's a space launch. It's not the decaying of the world. That's not exactly what the Twilight was, kind of. And saying, just leave it to us? Okay, so whatever it is, probably has to do with what Hamilton was looking into. What do they call it? They call them the dragon veins? Dragon something? I don't know. In the East, they call it something different. But the world is dying, and it's actually from this spirit. No, the spirit vein. I believe that's what they called the Twilight. It's got to be similar to the Twilight, though. It kind of sounded like when she first talked about it sounded like it. How about this afternoon's exercise, though, huh? What a blast, am I right? Good thing the swordsmanship lessons I got were just enough for me to keep you guys on your toes. No need to sell yourself short. I was 2 against 1 after all. But speaking about your blade work, would the one who taught you happen to be... Actually, I'll just stop myself there. Sounds like the curiosity's eating away at you. Too bad it's a cluster ball of classified military intel. Best I can say for now is no comment. Rean. Your support in today's exercise won't be in vain. This launch is succeeding if it's the last thing I do. On second thought, saying all that before the fact might jinx it a little, huh? Anyway, once I'm back safe and retired, I'm thinking it could be fun to pair off with you, Armbrust. Huh? Well, yeah, guess you could say I'm in the market right now. Flying solo if you catch my drift. As a freelancer, among other things, well, from what I hear, a guy in your line of work would hook up nicely with a courier like me. Besides, I'm going out on a limb and say you like him or older. Am I that obvious? It's a tempting offer, though. 2 bodies can get a lot more done than 1. But just a minute, Crow. Alright, Amelia. Enough with the japes. No, it's happening. Probably. Your support... So take your VIP seats and keep those eyes peeled for humanity's next step forward. Okay, well, one thing I know is that there is going to be a Beyond the Horizon 2 at some point. What I'm really worried about is this launch being the end of the game. And that would be so upsetting because we wouldn't get to know any of the information. But it's totally something they would do. So I'm a little worried that all this buildup is going to be like, by the next game. Please don't tell me. Well, actually, don't tell me anything, but President Gramhart is also looking forward to meeting with you as it happens. He wishes to make a proper greeting, as well as express his gratitude for your deeds during Crossbell's most recent incident 2 years ago. Really now, the honor's all ours. He did speak with Speaker McDowell over call some time back, but we've never interacted in person. Step on his toes and the guy could even give the old Blood and Iron a run for his money. Still, wouldn't turn down a chance to chat him up. The man is congenial with a good sense of humor, so keeping conversation shouldn't be an issue. I do hope that the ceremony will prove a pleasant means of dispelling any lingering bitterness recent history may have caused. Oh, we don't hold any ill will at all. It'll be our pleasure to make his acquaintance. He's also looking forward to meeting you. Okay. That's the end of that. What the hell? Oh, follow-up? Talking about having white-knuckled determination. Like, damn. You know what you mean. Honestly, though, I can't get a read on how they truly feel about the program. But I can tell they're dead set on making it a success, and I'm sure the same is true for the president. Personally, I think it's fishy that they just move forward with it while withholding information from not only other countries, but also the guild. It doesn't look like they're doing this for personal gain, or even that they're acting only in the interests of the country, so what's their aim? A good question. Regardless, the notion of standing to the side and simply watching these events unfold doesn't sit well with me. I feel much the same way now as I did when Melee Mirage was proposed as a countermeasure to Jormungandr. Instead of chaining our fate to that plan, we, the Radiant Wings, took to the skies and charted our own course. Yeah, that's exactly right. If we're to do the same thing here, then at the very least we need to get to the bottom of what just what it is they're preparing for. Like with the Great Twilight, there's something more going on here than meets the eye. Till we know what that something is, I think we should hold off on making any moves. Makes sense. Okay, now that we've honed in on what we need to do, you guys ready to get to work? I certainly am. Let's do this, not just because it's the Thor's way of doing things, but because our Calvardian neighbors need our help. Whew. Alright. I see. Well, obviously they know that it's something much bigger, and that they know that they know. Why haven't we learned anything about what... I feel like with the Rean network, like the witches or someone would know something that's going on, you know? Why do we know nothing? It's unfortunate. Well, I better start making my way to Altair. We're planning to put monitor cars out on the streets in full force to broadcast the launch in 2 days' time. They're pulling me over to set up the operation, so I can't afford to be on anything less than high gear. Okay?
Running a search.
1. No, we're good.
Shard searching.
And then no one here. We're done in the inn.
Shard searching.
I missed the church. There it is.
Protect us.
Times are changing at a dizzying pace, which is all the more reason for me to pray that peace be with those I know. Professor Hamilton is one such person, as is her young pupil, Katra. I can only hope he isn't getting up to any hairy hijinks over in Edith. I have no idea what they're doing right now. You'd like to learn more about outer space, you say? Yes, enough so I can teach the children at least. Well, I could hardly say no to that. Let's discuss the matter in between our duties. I expect there will be much overlap between what you and the children wish to know. How do you know about it? Phew, thank heavens Father Flicktim's well versed in the sciences. That said, something about him has been feeling just the slightest bit off lately. He often seems lost in his thoughts, or maybe I'm reading too much into it. Sister Paula is aware of where her knowledge is wanting, a commendable attitude in and of itself. As one adequately versed in the subject, I'll impart what I can unto her.
Running a search.
What? You think the church knows more than they're letting on as well? About this specifically? The launch and stuff? I have no idea. I was doing a day drinking vent session with these old artisans, and before I knew it, they'd hooked me up with some referrals. Apparently there are workshops whose space program commissions are starting to wind down. I always viewed work through the lens of stats and figures, and now here I am getting saved by simple human kindness. The least I can do is pay him back on the job. That's what product procurement is all about. You're the guy that those two guys got drunk.
Let's search around.
I brought the children along to tour the workshops, and thankfully they quite enjoyed it. Experiences like these in their early years will undoubtedly broaden their future horizons. Even an old biddy such as myself found it stirring. They call this sort of technology cutting edge, yes. For it to be so ubiquitous is simply astonishing. Okay. Also does my heart well to see the little ones getting along so famously with that girl from Longport. Jed can be a bit of a fuss budget, yet even he opened up to her without so much fuss. Hopefully, making a new friend will help him grow out of his cynical phase. That was kinda interesting, actually. You can't find crazy machines like those just anywhere. It threw me off that these workshops even use them, with how ancient this place is. Yeah, it was super cool. And that's Basel in a nutshell. Old school charm with new school style. Wait, are you Mina? No, you're Mina. Really makes you realize how totally different its history is from Meseldom's. Yeah, you're Tian. I was surprised too. So many things can change from city to city. Meseldom, though, that's where you're all from, huh? Yeah, and you live in Longport, right? I've always wanted to visit there sometime. Oh, maybe you can tell us what it's like there later. If that's okay, I mean. Sure I can, as long as you tell me about Meseldom back. Yay, group story time. Guess it's not the dumbest idea ever. This is really showing me how totally different cities can be from each other, even when they're all in the same country. We're all gonna share stories about where we live once we're back at the inn. I can't wait. Jed sure got wrapped up in what the artisans are doing. It made me happy to see, and so did making friends with Tian. She's gonna tell us all about Longport later. It's like there really is a whole world out there that I know jack about. Never got to leave Meseldom living with my old man, so this stuff never even crossed my mind. Sheesh, if Jed's happy, you should just show it. Anyway, Tian's a lot of fun. You can tell she really looks up to her sister. And I think we're gonna get along great. Speaking of, well, there's a pleasant surprise. Who knew Tian would get along so well with kids outside of Longport? I'll say, Her trip just went from good to great, now that she's made new friends to spend it with. But on a separate note, life's been too hectic for us to talk much lately, huh? How are things going? Good, thankfully. Business is booming even more these days. What about you, young Fu? Your goldfish took second place at the exhibition, right? That's incredible. Congratulations. Personally, I'd say you're the incredible one, being a Teiji Chushi level super chef at your age. Still, it feels good to have my slow and steady passion project finally bear some fruit. Store's been doing better than ever as a result, but rather than rest on those laurels, I want to set my sights even higher. Well, I'm cheering you on, and granted, goldfish and cooking don't have much overlap, if any. With the pride of one success after another, the drive they instill to raise the bar, those are feelings I can empathize with. Thanks. Therein lies another surprise, though. You and I might actually be two of a kind. When it comes to our passions, we try to tackle them with a one-track mind. Guess that's what they call having artisan spirit. Well, now that you say so, it does add up. What the hell? Are you going to get me? Oh, never mind. Childhood friends. Young Fu and I are childhood friends. Our houses are so close, so we've spent a fair amount of time together over the years. Our parents shared a neighborly relationship too, often having each other's backs in times of need. So it really is some coincidence that we wound up taking the same trip. The world works in mysterious ways. I've been doing some personal research into selective breeding for my goldfish shop over in Longport's second ward. Seeing all that effort actually bear fruit, man, it really gets me choked up inside. I'm sure Mei Xing feels the same about her cooking.
Performing search.
Sure. Hey boss, about that extra order earlier. It was for moving assault frame parts, right? Yep, they wanted some spare parts stockpiled in case of repairs, apparently. Can I help make them? But please, please, please. And there it is, right on cue. You ought to know better than to think I'd let a featherbrain like you within arm's length of this. But hey, if your nuts and bolts came out serviceable, I'm willing to put them to use. Ah, heck to the yes! Finally, my handiwork's gonna be in the latest gear. Now to kick it up Turbo's Syria style. Oh, for the love of... maybe start with that mode from the get-go next time. Made a ton of bolts, so now it's going back to going nuts and making nuts. Tonight's goal, a nice round 2,000. Let's do this. We don't need that many, you dunderhead. This is no walk in the park, so focus up.
Any day now.
Every tool's got its place, or however the saying goes. The boy's finally starting to look like a real artisan. An apprentice artisan, mind. He's still got plenty of ground to cover.
Shard searching.
He'll get there. There's no shortage of talented engineers and technicians in the Aerospace Force's ranks by the looks of it. Suppose it's only natural that they'd have more than just through-and-through military sorts. I only hope it leads to all this technology being put to more peaceful purposes.
Running a search.
I'm breeding so much I'm getting loopy. The luggage has already been moved out to the hotel. It'd be rude to go in without permission. Oh. Bet Kevin's in there. Place is a mess. He's digging through all her stuff. Wait, oh. Okay. You gotta go around.
Is Daddy gonna be late again?
You're not real.
Running a search.
There was this black-haired biker earlier. Could have sworn I've seen her before. Somewhere. Maybe, just maybe... Nah, no way. She'd be in Basel right now. Not with all the final launch prep that needs doing over at Zeku Space Base.
Performing search.
If you're looking for Gray, he took an airship back to Edith a little past noon. daily operations here went a lot more smoothly with him around to help, even if it's just for the morning. Our main branch got in touch with some concerning news, though, just a little bit ago. He should be arriving there right about now. This is off the record, but we do have some idea of how this afternoon's exercise went. You managed to defeat Major Amelia in her newly unveiled assault frame, right? That comes as a little surprise for 2 former Divine Knight pilots. Your skills are head and shoulders above. Though I do have to question why they feel the need to test that AF's ability to hold out against you both at once, and now of all times. Okay, everyone's thinking the obvious thing, like why? Why Divine? I don't know. There's no getting like Valimar back, right? That's not a thing. They're gone. So you can't. Whatever it is, we're not having more like actual Divine Knights ever again. I don't think. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in my head. Before this, though, I'm gonna grab a drink and take a break because breathing, and then that should be it. Yep. We're done in this area, so we'll get the side quests out of the way, and then we can go search the next area. So hold. Okay. Went and grabbed some food, so it's been about 30-ish minutes, but feel like that's enough time. You, Cohen, the Verne CEO secretary. We saw your post on the bulletin board. Indeed I am. You must be the group from Thor's military academy, then. I've heard talk that you've been carrying out 4 SPGs in that sprig instead. Yes, I'm assuming you have no issue with that. May we hear the details of your request? It was in regard to negative rumors going around about Mr. Tossend, as I recall. Correct. I actually think an outside party, without any preconceptions, will provide an more impartial perspective. See, I'm rather hesitant to divulge any details to HQ, hence why we're having this conversation out here. I guess that it'd be problematic if someone from the Verne Company overheard, huh? Yes, it's for that reason I want to investigate as confidentially as possible. Okay? We accept. As it happens, we chatted briefly with Mr. Tossend earlier. Even knowing his indiscretion last year, he seemed nothing if not sincere about making up for it. A man like that is having his reputation tarnished. We can't just leave it unaddressed. Much obliged. I'll feel more at ease with your assistance. It'd be kind of a letdown if the rumors turned out to be true, though. The guy's a one-man shooting range of easy targets anyway. Doesn't seem like all that big a deal, really. What exactly is the nature of these rumors? The CEO has come under 3 separate allegations, from what I've heard. 2 of them are even accompanied by photographs. Those people are being spread too? Photos are being spread too? How ruthless. But by the same token, it means there's actual physical evidence fueling the gossip. Yes, if possible, I'd like it if you could verify said photos for yourselves to inform your verdict. Understood. We'll be sure to look into that as well. First things first, let's try and get in touch with those who've heard the rumors. Yeah, I'd like to hear people's takes on them, not to mention what it is they're actually saying. If it's the public's perception we're looking for, then the wider net we cast, the better. We should try asking a receptionist in that case. They'd come in contact with a good variety of personnel and info. It'd also be a good idea to find someone from a Verne subsidiary too, or a divisional employee with corporate and departmental connections. Thank you again for going to all this effort. Do get in touch if you learn anything. Right, I can't say for sure how much help it'll be, but we'll see how far our outside perspective can take us to start.
I've got your back.
Okay. Our company's fate hinges on this, so I'm trusting that you'll come through. I should be able to take appropriate measures on my end, once we've confirmed how far this hearsay is spread.
Okay.
We shall see. Alright. Who's the person up here? That one... Yeah, Barnaby or something? Barnaby.
I have something to ask you.
Yeah, I've heard the rumors. They've been circulating around the workshopping companies in our supplier network. Something about him having seedy underworld connections and whatnot. We're referring to this same Bill Tossend, correct? He doesn't really seem the type somehow. Last I remember, he was so clueless about Almada that he missed them scurrying around right under his nose. Don't suppose there's any proof? Well, there's this quote-unquote photogenic evidence going around. See for yourself. How do you know that's a seedy connection? That guy looks familiar. It feels a little less underworldly and more underwhelming. The man in the sunglasses certainly meets the stereotypes of a criminal sort. Apart from him, though, that doesn't seem all that condemning. Not to mention they're meeting in broad daylight. Well, yeah, I couldn't say what exactly, but there could easily be an innocent explanation behind this. Maybe, but you still got people buying into it, including some of the artisans we work with. Personally, I reserve the right to stay silent. You have to wonder where the story even came from, though. That's a good point. Knowing the source could change the context entirely. Setting that aside, who could have possibly taken this photograph? Provided this meeting was private, there are only so many who could have been present. True enough, which would mean someone involved snapped the picture with an ulterior motive. Though of course, if they didn't meet in secret, then we can't be sure this wasn't a coincidental shot from an unrelated passerby. Either way, it feels malicious. Sure does. Someone went real out of the way to create this evidence. Gotta keep that in mind while we think this through. Okay, that was good info.
All right, let's go.
And then we have two people here.
Excuse me a moment.
What do you got? Yes, I did hear there were allegations against Mr. Tossend. Few employees genuinely believed them, of course, but it still led to a loss of trust on some level. They're semi-convinced, in other words. If you don't mind my asking, were you yourself told any of these rumors directly? Yeah, a colleague passed it along this photo, though I can't say where it originated from. It just conveniently has hotel above it? Damn, the whole man's got game when he puts his mind to it. Is that your only takeaway? This picture appears to show the CEO enjoying a night out with a young woman, leading some staff to believe he's been caught in a honey trap and is leaking company secrets. Naturally, I put no stock in this, but I am curious about the actual scene being depicted. There's definitely a sort of cheerfulness to it when it comes off a little surprising. Even so, they're only conversing. I have to question whether any conclusions can be drawn from that. You're right. Normally, it'd take a lot more than this to stir these sorts of rumors. Also, where was this taken? This is a weird angle. They're hiding in the grass, just pointing up. I get the sense that whoever's spreading them has a personal bone to pick with Mr. Tossend. one way or another, it's a little too little to make a judgment call on. We can't say there's absolutely zero chance that this thing is legit. Still, a photo this innocuous shouldn't be spreading rumors like wildfire. Yeah, comes off as a little forced to me. Might want to consider the possibility that someone's fanning the flames on purpose. Right, let's keep that in mind while mulling over the other rumors. Thank you for your time. We know you must be busy right now. Oh, not at all. Any disparagement against our CEO is just as much a concern of mine. I'm happy to have been of service. I don't know if it's going to be anyone we know. I think it's just a random NPC, probably.
Excuse me a moment.
Right? Oh yeah, a word is that the rumor mill is going wild over at Verne HQ. The ones going around the subsidiary I work at are based on some audio of the CEO's remarks. Not that anyone knows when or where it was actually recorded. Is that right? Would you be okay sharing it with us? Sure, have a listen. This company belongs to me. Our subsidiaries are disposable. Huh, nice body on you. Oh, so there are actual cuts right there. This company, something, 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 etc., belongs to me. Yeah. That's not enough to go on. And there you have it. This recording's been a 3-for-1 fountain of gossip. Stuff like him misappropriating the company, or belittling his subsidiaries, or committing sexual harassment behind closed doors. I see, there's a lot of noise in it though, to the point where it's sort of tough to make out what he's saying. And even aside from that, something about it just felt off somehow. The audio was choppy at points, in addition to the noise. There's a possibility it was edited to sound like this. Now that you mention it, the way the words flowed felt unnatural too. That said, it does sound like Mr. Tossend. It gets me curious how the recording was made. Going by the tone of his voice, it doesn't sound like it's from a public meeting or anything. Odds are that someone who was there recorded him maliciously, but who? File that next to the question of our mysterious photographer. Thanks for your input. I think we have a better grasp on the situation now. Oh, no worries. I'm glad I could help. Okay, that about covers all 3 allegations against Mr. Tossend. Yeah, except all the evidence was either half-assed or inconclusive. Which makes it all the stranger that the rumors have spread this quickly. And even with only the flimsiest proof, some people are still believing it. Going by how the photos look, though, I think we can assume they weren't faked or taken accidentally. The recordings, though, did sound unnatural, but even then it was still his actual voice. Honestly speaking, if you consider everything we've learned as a whole... How to put this? It feels like Mr. Tossend is being framed here. I thought that was obvious from the start. Thinking about it from that angle explains a lot. Not hard to imagine. We were just talking about how much of a walking kick-me sign he is. Well, not to be a bummer, but it's still just one theory out of who knows how many. Indeed, what we need is some corroboration. Good, my head's not poking out. Okay, in that case, we should go get some from the CEO himself. Heh, steering us right into the eye of the storm, huh? There's no better place to verify the truth of all this. Even if the rumors are legitimate, we'll probably need to sound out his situation anyhow. Good point. I'll give him a call so he knows we're coming. Okay, he said he can spare some time, so we're welcome to stop by. We can find him over at the Institute of Science. Damn it. Off we go then. Oh man. Okay, well, before we look around there, we're gonna just stick to this.
Let's make tracks.
There's about to be a story bit, probably. There it is. That is Renee and Young. So this is the Basel Institute of Science, the Republic's premier bastion of education and research, responsible for driving its technological growth. Feels pretty different from the Brewer Institute of Technology. Right, even on first impression, they seem about the same. They're both scientific institutes, so they both do cover the sciences: physics, biology, chemistry, and information. Though, unlike Brewer, they focus on research as opposed to manufacturing. They say that the Institute of Science has long cooperated with Basel's Artisans Guild. They actually established the Verne Company together. That's why the factories and local companies often test their prototypes. I see. So it's their history that makes cooperation between industry and university possible. The things that set it apart from Brewer would also be due to that history, right? Looks like they just finished a test. I guess wherever you go, students make the same faces when they finished an exam. Reminds me of the kids at Thor's branch campus. I'm feeling a little nostalgic myself. I bet. Come on, test done. We should be able to go in now. That's where we're headed, right? Yep, the continent's largest state-of-the-art observatory. My grandpa visited it long ago. Sorry again for making you come all the way out here with me. I'll come out here with me. You don't have to apologize. I'm actually looking forward to it. No, it might be a little too early to be stargazing. Why don't we take a little tour of this fancy institution? Good point. Some of the people who were at the event earlier are here, as well as some folks from Verne. Maybe we should plan to say hello to them too. But of course. Well, should we begin our tour of the school then? Yeah, but, Okay, the side quest is on hold. I mean, at this point, we might as well look around and then get to him when we get to him, so we'll put the side quest on hold for a minute, instead of just rushing over. Looks like exams are over, so I figured I'd show my appreciation for the students and all their hard work. Basel really does have beautiful sunsets. I love the view from here. A lot of the people have been real busy these days, but I'd love for them to stop and take a break.
What can I get for you?
Ooh. Ooh?
Hope it's to your satisfaction.
That was a lot of stuff. Tumbler, stainless steel, preserves coffee and tea.
Thank you.
Alright, let's see if we can make this. Okay, I can make neither. So that's two more that I'm stuck on. Were they both drinks? Oh. Yeah, so they wouldn't show up in here. Okay. This is gonna be monster extermination for sure.
Let's have a look-see.
Rare metal mine bounty. Dangerous monster Behemodyne. Alright. Rare metal mine, huh? Seems like the kind of place where people can collect samples for research purposes. Yeah, I have the key to the entrance from the guild. I think it was on the northern end of the Artisanal district. Then I propose we depart at our earliest convenience. Yeah, we'll get to that. Ooh. There it is.
Shard searching.
And nothing around here.
Shard searching.
Anything hiding down here? Nope. Nope. Oh, it's Coolidge. Oh, right. I heard that researcher Athena was promoted to associate professor. She helped with our company's research last year, so maybe I should get her a congratulatory gift and swing back. So that she can be quite shy. If I show up out of nowhere, will she even meet with me?
Running a search.
We've obtained the necessary data, correct? Indeed. Based on that, I shall be making further adjustments to the airframe and external units. Which means I'll need to return to Zeku Space Base as planned. Understood. Safe travels, then. Oh, it's you. Well done. During today's exercise, we've managed to obtain some excellent data. I think we saw each other at the get-together briefly. If I could, I'd like to take this chance to say hello properly, Professor Cronkite. And thank you for your part in the exercise. I hear our mint might have been a little pest during the event. It's nothing to concern yourselves with. We both did what we had to increase the probability of success. I couldn't help but overhear, Professor. You're heading back to Zeku Space Base. Yeah, I intend to travel with Major Amelia and the others by airship. We won't be able to enjoy this town's coffee for a while, but we all must make sacrifices. There's still so much that needs to be done. Adjustments to the machine, analysis of the satellite data. I'd heard he was taking on a majority of the technological and operational aspects of Project Startaker. It's no surprise, it's keeping him busy. And he doesn't seem the least bit fatigued. He really is a genius. We won't take any more of your time. We just wanted to say thank you. What about you? Heading back to the base with the professor? No, I intend to stay in Basel for a while. Everything at the space base is on track. They don't need me at the moment, but there are some things here in Basel that require my attention. Something that requires his attention here, now? I see. Sounds like you're busy too. We should probably leave you to it then, shouldn't we? But thank you for understanding. The fewer distractions, the better. I just can't help the snide remarks, can you? It won't be long until you're used to it. Now, I've already told you what I'm doing. If there's nothing else, I suggest making the most of your time and touring the campus. That's just what we're planning. Thank you for your consideration. You take care as well, Professor. Of course, I have had no intention of doing otherwise, but I'll accept your well wishes. Okay. As I previously notified you, you've all been invited to the ceremony in the capital the day after tomorrow. As long as you get there on time, you'll have unrestricted access. You can freely explore as much as you'd like. If I remember correctly, you're going to be taking a look at the observatory, right? I'm sure you're all exhausted, so do try to get some rest. I acquired significantly better data than I expected from that exercise. You have my gratitude, Thors. When I return to this base, I must provide feedback to Excalibur.
Shard searching.
Sure. I don't know how I feel about Young. He's too secretive.
Our reward's been deposited.
Thank you.
Performing search.
Or Renee lately. Renee is like a different character all of a sudden. Just doesn't talk to us at all.
Performing search.
I don't know. There's something going on there,
Basel
though.
Institute of Science. I feel like there's a lot I can learn here.
Yeah, there's no question this is the finest academy Calvert has to offer.
Can't help but imagine what campus life would have been like here.
Then shall we look around? We can wait to go see the stars until after it gets dark.
Ah, you must be the ones Professor Hamilton spoke of. Welcome to the Basel Institute of Science. As you can see, exams have just ended, so all of the major facilities are open. The professor has already left, but other guests of honor are present, so perhaps you'd like to meet them.
Running a search.
Maybe I should probably go, like, circle. That way? Yeah.
Running a search.
There isn't too much going on here. New? Not new. I thought this was gonna be a lot more NPCs in here, but okay, and then that would lead out there. You won't even let me go up there. I mean, maybe you would.
Let's search around.
I don't want to go up there right now, but the main story is still over there. Ooh.
Running a search.
Sitting on the phone. I see. We should now be able to efficiently implement your new theories. The formula that Professor Callahan left behind. It's amazing you found new ways to apply it. No, both of you. I have both of you to thank for helping me with proof of concept tests. I have also received advice from Professor Cronkite on my theories. Either way, we're one step away from practical implementation. Let's really put our backs into this. Last year, Professor Callahan left behind a certain unexplored formula before taking his place with the goddess. There were times when I resented that man, but the fact remains that I did, and still do, respect him. There is still much untapped potential in the research he left behind. I will uncover its secrets, even if it takes me the rest of my life. Okay?
Running a search.
That is fair. That's kind of how a lot of people felt about him. Even though he was kind of cruel to people towards the end.
Let's search around.
Oh, it's the bathroom. Athena. Oh, and this guy, Ray? You're from ZCF in Liberal. I had no idea you were here. I appreciate all your help when we were building the new communications installation in Liberal. Your help was invaluable in getting us set up on the Zypha standard. I just wanted to take this chance to offer you my thanks again. Please, if anything, I appreciate all the advice you gave me for my thesis. I've been going back and forth with Ray over orbital mail, but I'm still so nervous to actually speak with him in person. I respect him a lot, and I'm really happy I get to see him again, I think. I wonder how long he's gonna be in town. Guess the rumors about her being shy are true. But she's got a sharp mind. I could tell as much through our correspondence. I'd love to take this chance to exchange ideas. I heard you were involved in developing the core system of the Arce too. I'd love to hear about the orbital communication standard and the control hollow, if possible. No problem. There are a few things I'd love to hear your thoughts on as well. The Verne Company has joined the Tech Union, so I'd be happy to exchange info whenever possible. Alright. You're actually letting me go back here? Hello there. This is Professor Esmeray's lab, if you're curious. Her work with the space program has unfortunately seen her absent recently, but she focuses primarily on researching cutting-edge biological sciences here. Prosthetics, biomaterials, regenerative medicines, things that are made with the aim of benefiting society. That being said, however, the professor does tend to be a bit of an airhead at times, which, as her assistant, is where I come in.
Running a search.
There's no way to talk about your boss.
Shard searching.
Although it's kinda true. Oh.
Performing search.
Okay, nothing. I think that's where Katra was, where he was knocked out or something. Was that even a plot point? Did that actually happen? I don't know. It's a crazy guy. Perfect timing, fresh-faced students. I just happened to find myself in urgent need of animal corpses. I'm gonna turn them into seed beds for rare species of mycete? Okay, I'm close. Oh, it's Myxomycetes. Myxomycete. And they're like slime mold. And I need your help. Corpses? Are you serious? We're not exactly biology majors here. Ah, that's totes gross. It's not gross. You see, this is a rare species that emits light in dark conditions. And I'll have you know, Myxomycete germination is a highly captivating process once you see it for yourself. God, I run out of breath at weird times and it makes me feel like I'm like I'm AI or something. I'm like, Myxomycete, germination. I'm sorry. I run into researcher Lionel every now and then, but man, he's such an oddball. He's weird and kind of a super nerd, but he's also kind of funny. Whoa, don't tell me you're into that sort of thing, Liz. I see dark times in store for you. Everyone gets so creeped out when I talk about fungi. Isn't this the Peerless Institute of Science? Whatever happened to the dignity and freedom that comes with being a researcher? Actually, when I went to the metal mine, I heard a loud growl from deep within. I'm the one who contacted the college about it. See? My fieldwork is actually useful, right? Oh. The one we need to kill? Actually, I need to start considering my major and what seminars I'm gonna take. Fungi are pretty whatever, but what if I majored in studying this guy? That sounds fun. At least a little bit anyway. Okay.
Ready to search.
Alright, I want to go upstairs before we go to the cafeteria. Yeah, we got a few people to talk to here. Nothing different. Reporter. I see. So a cooling system was installed in the orbital rocket. Correct. It's a new technique developed to make sure the extremely powerful orbital engine can be used to its maximum potential. It's a boost system that utilizes liquefaction coolant. I helped develop it, but I see. It truly is a collection of cutting-edge technologies using the power of science.
Performing search.
He didn't understand a word.
Let's search around.
Gimbat. I remember that name. It was just a random NPC, though. It's a bit fortuitous that Professor Cronkite returned, despite how busy he is. Thanks to that, I was able to get some advice on my high-precision weather simulations that utilize observational satellites. If all goes well, I'll be able to contribute to the afforestation project in my home of Elsheim. I want to ride the momentum of this space development and make this happen. There's still a wall preventing me from raising my accuracy of the weather simulations, but I need to make this work so I can contribute to that. To that end, I'd love to get Professor Hamilton's advice, but it would appear she'd already left. It's unfortunate, but I'll have to wait for my next opportunity. Will you have one?
Let's search around.
Dun dun. I used to perform simulation experiments in Professor Callahan's lab. But after everything that happened, I'm now an independent researcher in the field of theoretical physics. The calculations aren't nearly as large-scale as they were back then, but it's still quite impressive. I plan on slowly accumulating research results, and it serves as a bit of personal rehabilitation as well.
Let's search around.
Okay. I think that's a good thing. Oh, it's Kay. She's back. It was, I forgot why she was leaving. She was the one who was teaching the person in that cafe about space before she had to take off, and originally was trying to learn about the tram system or doing research on it in Edith. Now that exams are over, can you please help me with my theme for my graduation thesis? Personally, I'd like to go with the organic expansion of city functions, or maybe the possibility of living spaces in outer space. I see you're as passionate as ever, and it seems you've even grown an interest in space as of late. Let me think. Perhaps the era of humanity living in space for long periods of time isn't all that far off. There's much to think about to that end. The effects of gravity, the use of building materials, water, and food. One might say it's the perfect theme for someone as tenacious as you. Thank you very much. I guess I'll start seriously looking into it. The places where people go about their lives. In other words, I believe you can classify such places as cities. I've done research from all manner of perspectives, but if I approach this concept from the point of view of space, the reason I even got this idea was because I was working a space-related part-time job at the Orbital store in the capital. Yep. She's the most passionate researcher in my seminar. I have no idea what kind of graduation thesis she's gonna write, but I look forward to seeing what kind of compilation of urban engineering she comes up with. That aside, I get the distinct feeling that Lionel is off causing trouble once again. We're from the same graduating class, but he tends to get sucked into everything he does.
Shard searching.
Library? In astronomical terms, conjunction refers to when the septium planets and the sun align in the same direction. And the Great Conjunction in particular is extremely rare. That's when the sun, moon, and septium planets all align together. That celestial show only takes place once every few thousand years. Professor Latoya Hamilton. This paper was written almost 50 years ago, but the conjunction she writes about will happen this summer, if I remember correctly. Okay. Very much related, the Great Conjunction, huh? Yeah, put that in the back of my mind. I know the space program is a big deal and all, but personally, I think it's pretty cool as well. By the way, you all don't seem like students here. Are you visitors or something? As you can see, we've got a ton of important material and data deriving from the 3 disciples stored here. You're free to look around, but please be careful not to damage anything.
Shard searching.
Trying to hit charge attack.
Let's search around.
Okay. Who are you? Murphy? Oh. Ugh. How did a drone get stuck in a place like that? What a pain in the neck. Guess I'll have to borrow a stepladder from someone. We can get it down for you if you'd like. Clem Soleus. Uh-oh. He's gonna be interested in that. What the... Oh. Thank you, but what in the Gehenna is this floating thing? Oh, I let it out in a public space without thinking. Well, at least you helped someone out of a jam in doing so. Whoa, wait a moment. By any chance, are you those Thor's people I've heard so much about. I heard some of you are affiliated with the Foundation, but I can't believe they made such an incredible drone, much less let you use it. 2 corrections. It's a combat shell, not a drone, and it isn't Foundation technology. Lighten up, will ya? Will ya? Is the nitty-gritty really that important here? If you wouldn't mind, could I ask you for some advice? Advice on what? Not long ago, I began researching hollow AI-compatible drones. I ordered an affordable model from ZCF, developed jointly with the Institute of Science, and tested it out. However, it's difficult to operate, and I haven't made any progress in my report thus far. So, if possible, do you let me observe how you handle your drone as a reference? Of course, I don't mind at all. Sure you don't want to give that another 5 seconds of thought? He's gonna be all up in your faces, studying you, you know. That's alright. At the very least, it doesn't sound as though he intends to collect data on Clom Soleus itself. Besides, I don't dislike the idea of the 2 of us working together to help a person in need. It spoke? Oh, thank you so much. This is a huge help. Well, if you're sure you're okay with it, Altina. Now, what exactly would you like me to do? I have a drone training program developed by Marduk. It's supposed to help with learning how to control the drone, but admittedly I've been having trouble with it. That's why I wanted to ask if you could take a crack at it, see if you can clear it. Think you're up for the challenge? Very well. Could you explain how it works in more detail? Absolutely. Okay, let's move to the entrance. I'll elaborate on the way down. What the hell? Activating drone handling training program. Oh, it's like that one time when Kacho was collecting balloons with Fio. Whoa. A training field generated with shard technology. Is it really okay for us to be doing this by the entrance? We conduct experiments on the premises all the time, so we'll be fine. As long as we finish before a higher-up sees us. So it's not okay then? As the saying goes, you aren't breaking the rules if you don't get caught, so let's be swift about it. Error. A drone participating in training exceeds size limit. Shoot, I forgot. This training was made for smaller drones. Whoa, what was that flickering? Am I crazy? Does this mean it can't take part? Now what do we do? So much for getting that data. Don't fret. Oh, it's one of those. Yep, there it goes. It's flickering. Okay, I thought my computer was crashing. Well, not crashing, but bugging out. That happens sometimes to the whole screen. No, this time it's just the shard. Don't fret, you'll get your data. Clom Soleus. Whoa, it shrank. Though I guess that's nothing to be surprised about. Normally it's in shield caliber form. Reconfiguring drone specifications. Permission to participate in training program granted. There, we've been given all clear. Now, let's begin. Great. You people are just full of surprises, huh? Okay, I already explained the rules on the way down, so just do your best out there. Sure. Okay, R3. Grab every shard. Touching too many dummy tokens will cause the game to end. Identify them with shard search and avoid them. Okay. Clear all 3 waves to get victory. Okay. Wait, I feel like I'm blocking stuff. Oh, this is awkward. How small are these hitboxes? Yeah, I got 3 bad ones. How small are these hitboxes, though? Wait, I'm going for the yellow. Why did I assume that I had... Okay, that... I just assumed it was blue and I was failing because of that. Wouldn't you assume the shards are normally blue? So there's wave 1. Ooh, they're moving. Can't really go faster, so... Come here. Come here. Where'd it go? Come here. Oh, I see. Wait. Oh my god. There we go. And... boop. Got it. Are you moving? You are. No, come back. Oh my god. Oh, I got one. Last one. Oh my god. Oh, you're moving in a... There we go. We've done it. Alright, I just want to check really quick. I did it. I made one of those mistakes. The classic read and then completely ignore mistakes. No, I completely skipped through that because I was so excited to do something different. But yeah, it straight up says gold shard tokens. Aim at me. Pay attention. You did it! You actually did it! You made a couple of mistakes, but still, oh, you maneuvered that thing like a pro. You managed to clear the challenge. Excellent work, Clem Soleus. You should give yourself a pat on the back too, Altina. You were the one moving it around after all. You two make a perfect team. I'll say, you were able to control it with such precision. I got some fantastic data thanks to you. I'll make good use of it in my research. Sounds like the mission is complete. This is mission complete. Yes, I'm glad to have been of assistance. I wish you the best of luck in your drone research. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Oh, do you want to attempt it again? Can I get more? Okay, I'm gonna attempt on my own. See if I can maybe do it without getting any mistakes. I still made a mistake. Okay, the fact that you're saying that makes me think I could get an SP if I didn't screw up. Anything in here? Doesn't look like it. Interesting. I'm still gonna try. Damn it. Okay. Technically, I didn't make a mistake because I had to reload. Cleared it. And without touching a single... Okay. So, if you do make a mistake, let the time run out and restart just the current wave and it still counts. Without touching a single dummy token to boot. Nice maneuvering there. I got some nice data from this. Thank you. I knew it. I knew there was one more SP hiding there. I wouldn't have got... How dare you? How dare you hide that? Because it doesn't even make it obvious that you wouldn't get it. Although I did get 2, so then 2 waves I didn't make a mistake, being 2 SP, so that'd be kind of a hint that you get a 3rd, but still, how dare you? It's so easy in these games to just miss an SP from something random. Okay, cafeteria.
Be sure to eat a balanced diet, you hear?
I recognize you? I'm so curious about the propellant they're using for the support engine of the rocket. I couldn't even focus on my experiment. This might be bad news in more ways than one. I get the feeling I might have filled the answer sheet with my hypothesis about what kinds of compound formulas they were using for the propellant. I might have to. Never mind getting a 0, I might get called into the professor's office. Well, I guess this is what happens when you cram. There's no need to fear. I'm confident I got perfect marks on the practical portion of my chemistry exam. In fact, if my presumption is correct, I might even get bonus points. Now I'm even more curious. I don't know why. I remember this guy, but I don't remember where or anything. Obviously, I remember you. So you developed this tarot program all on your own, Elisha? That's right. I made it when I was enrolled at Aramis, and have updated it multiple times. Would you like to give it a try? Unfortunately, I don't believe in fortune-telling. I believe that luck is something you make for yourself. Is that so? I mean, you can't try it. My goodness, I introduced astronomy and incorporated more complex calculations into my program. But the people here are so pragmatic, it's been difficult to secure any testers.
Performing search.
You think they'd still be curious about how your program works, and, you know. I don't know. Feels weird to be dismissive of it and be like, I don't want to look at it. Welcome to the Institute of Science famous student cafeteria. And all that unavoidable last-minute cramming before exams tends to lead to unhealthy habits, right? That's why when you're done with your exams, you need to make sure to eat properly and restore your energy. When you're done with exams? Don't even think about celebrating by going out drinking.
What can I get for you?
Lots of stuff. This is gonna be Crow.
Thanks a bunch.
Where is it? Wait. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, Crow. College burger.
So tasty.
21.
So tasty.
I can make it.
Won't take a second. This is one of my comfort foods.
There we go.
So tasty.
All right. My goodness. I had my own reservations about Mr. Townsend's reinstatement, but as I understand it, everything seems to be going smoothly. You have my support. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm ashamed to have caused you trouble last year, Your Highness. I will never make the same mistake again. I will dedicate myself to this company. Well, you did do a lot of dubious things last year, but there's no denying your skill in bringing together various industries over the years. With courage, you're sure to lead Verne in the right direction. Indeed, I'll be counting on you now, Tossend. There's more to discuss, but it appears we have some guests. Ah, it's all of you. Sorry, it looks like you're in the middle of something. We didn't mean to interrupt. It's no problem at all. We've already finished the complicated business. If you'd like, why don't you join us? I see. Sounds like there's a lot of strong opinions about Tossend's return as CEO back in Alzheim. It can't be helped. They've invested quite a lot, after all. That said, it feels like more and more people are willing to give me a second chance. Considering your achievements and the sincerity you've displayed since your return, it's not hard to see why. I've had a talk with him myself. It's convinced me that he's the right man for the job, I'm sure of it. And I intend to encourage my father to give him support as well. That's a lot more generous than I expected. I'd expect. Well, Professor Hamilton made the request. Seeing how much she's done for our nation, we can't just ignore what she says. Even the professor supported my return. I fear I'll never be able to return the favor. Huh. Not that she'd ever abandon you, given her humanity and moral obligations. Huh. Sounds like everyone really loves and trusts the professor. She definitely has a different style from Professor Schmidt and the others, obvious as it is. She is certainly special among Epstein's disciples. She has a philosophy of getting close to people and supporting them all equally. That's the cornerstone of all her research. And no matter how much times change, her self-sacrificing nature never does. It isn't just whole countries indebted to her, but entire generations. I was lucky enough to work with her not long ago on a variety of her projects. And each time, I've seen the problems of the people. I've recognized that she was truly saving them. While I haven't gotten to join her on the eastern part of the continent, I'm sure they're even more grateful to her. Even in Elsheim, our appreciation for her is deep in our roots. For years, the professor has been the intermediary between Elsheim and the Republic when it comes to sharing technological advancements. Sure, we owe a lot to our mineral resources, but the development of our nation can be traced back to her influence. I think it's easier for us to feel close to her since she's half Central Eastern. I worked with the professor— wait. Feels like Prince Sharid should have said that part, right? I worked with the professor on behalf of the ICO, and it seems she's loved through the Central East, not just in Elsheim. Oh, and don't forget her undiscriminating love for all. People everywhere feel a strong bond with the professor. Uh-huh. Why are you doing this? They're talking her up like crazy because we now know she has a target on her back by someone we're playing. Interesting. Even at the Foundation, everyone talks about her character and achievements. She is really so much more than I had led to believe back in the Empire. You know, all of the big mistakes I made were while she was away. She really was a huge help as a consultant at the Verne Company. But I can't lean on her any longer. I have to guide the Verne Company forward with my own two hands. Hearing all of this is just another reminder of the professor's character. Yeah, I wish I could have talked with her more. If you're staying in the Republic, then you may get another chance. For now, would you like to take a look inside the Institute? Yes, we would. We should still be open for a while yet, so feel free to look around. If you run into any problems, just let me know. Thank you again for your help. Sorry we interrupted. We'll make sure to enjoy a tour of the campus. Ah, okay. Oh, is that the bell from the chapel in the Artisanal district? It's 6:30 p.m. now, so I'm guessing that's to let people know it's time for the evening service. Probably, yeah. Also, damn, sunset already? I thought it'd come a little later, given it's summer and all. Okay, I think we've seen all there is to see here, so we should probably move on to the next thing. Sounds like a plan. When we're ready, we'll make our way to the observatory. Pro? What did you just say? That could mean nothing. That could mean nothing, but it's something I think I'm gonna write down as well. Hey. Sunset's happening faster than expected is what I wrote down. Maybe, unless Crow was just like, damn, it's already? Like, that's unexpected. Like, he didn't notice the time passing. It's either that or... I don't know. Could it be something more? Seems you become more dependable, though you still need... Oh, his shirt's kind of clipping. Still need to back it up with your actions. However, if you end up making a fool of yourself again, I'm gonna kick your ass, got it? Right, I won't betray your trust. Professor Hamilton has been of great help in Alzheim over a great many years. She returned greenery to our capital and made many environmental and infrastructural improvements. I hope to someday repay her for all she's done. To return greenery as well, not just the water. Well, I guess the water might have been what he meant by that, because it led to... Interesting. I understand you have something new to discuss, members of Thor's military academy. Yes, thank you for your time. See, we were hoping to get your assistance with the request we've undertaken. Is that right? I'll help to whatever extent I can then. What is it you wish to ask? Well, our client wants us to investigate some wild rumors going around. Hear anything about a scandal rocking the Verne company right now, by any chance? You mean to say there is one? If so, I'll have to deal with it post-haste. This is the first he's heard of it, evidently. It doesn't seem like he thinks it could apply to him in any way, either. Wow, he really has no idea, does he? Better get down to brass tacks, then. I'll be blunt, Mr. Tossin. The rumors are regarding you. They include some audio and photographic evidence that we'd like you to fact-check, if that's all right. What? About me? I don't believe I've done anything wrong, though. Please, tell me more. I will try, with all sincerity, to explain myself however I'm able. First, there's this picture of you speaking with a young woman. Ah, her. I believe she was a job-hunting student that I interviewed recently. A job-hunting student? Yeah, she came from a long way from the countryside for our appointment, after which she did some sightseeing in town. This photo must be of when I chanced upon her in town. She said hello, and I offered her some encouragement. But who in the world would take a photo of that, and why? That's not as juicy as I was gearing up for. Feels way more on brand, though. This guy and lady killer don't exactly go hand in hand. You guys... And what about this photo? Seems to be giving some the impression that you have connections to the underworld. Ah, this person is the executive director of a trading company. We've known each other for a long time now. His eyes are rather sensitive, so he often wears sunglasses on days the sun is particularly bright. As it happens, everyone in the sales department at our headquarters knows him, so you're welcome to speak with them if you have any doubts. I see. Then what about this recording? Company belongs to me. Our subsidiaries are disposable. Huh, nice body on you. Probably looking at cars for that last one. Right? What is this? It certainly sounds like me, but I don't recall saying anything of the sort. There are indications that the audio was deliberately spliced. Do you recall any remarks you made that could have been edited together in this way? This company belongs to me. That bit does bring something to mind. It was during a private conversation between Cohen and myself not too long ago. If memory serves, I said something along the lines of, "This company is my life, so to speak. All responsibility for it belongs to me. Our subsidiaries are to be handled with careful consideration. We must first dispose of their concerns in an orderly, dependable manner." Nice work. But you mustn't overstrain yourself. It'll all be for nothing if your body gives out on you. Assuming you recall correctly, then it's definitely plausible that these soundbites were clipped from that conversation. And if you two were talking one-on-one when it was recorded, it's all coming together. Should have figured as much. Yeah, it seems like a setup from start to finish. What do you want to do now, Rean? Well, we've come this far. I think it's only makes sense to lay it all bare to the man himself and get his cooperation. This won't be easy to discuss, but from what the circumstances suggest. So you were investigating at Cohen's request, then? With the risk of echoing him, I'm inclined to ask that you get to the bottom of these baseless hoaxes myself. Yeah, of course. We may just be Spriggans by proxy, but we'll give it our all. Not that we don't already have a grasp of what's going on here. The key now is pinpointing who's behind it all. The perpetrator had to be capable of procuring those photos and that recording, as well as propagating word of them within the company, and what's more, potentially stand to gain from framing Mr. Tossend. Right, narrow down suspects, and the one who spread the disinformation can only be... No. No. It would have to, but wait. Oh, but it was at Cohen's request. Like, the president of a subsidiary. But how could Cohen really stand to gain if he's just a lower... It's not like he'd end up being CEO or something. Risk of echoing him. Don't already grasp. Capable of procuring those photos and that recording as well as propagating word of them within the company. So it would have to be someone within the company. It could only be Cohen. They had this conversation in private. Like, this is super obvious, but at the same time, I'm just like, why would they ask us to do this, then? That doesn't make any sense. None other than Cohen, your secretary and our client, who's in a position to prepare the photos and audio by himself. No, how could that possibly be? It's true he is present at every occasion, but... This is only conjecture based on circumstantial evidence, of course, but the likelihood is high. Didn't he himself hire you to investigate these false accusations, though? That's the part that confuses me. Actually, that's what stuck out to me from the get-go. He asked us to investigate the rumors themselves, but not their source. He didn't say a word about putting a stop to them either. If anything, it sounded as if he sought... What he sought from us was verification. Oh. So he just wanted us to hear the rumors and be like, yep. Yeah, you got the Spriggan's approval. He's a bad guy. Following that train of thought, maybe his aim was to have us confirm the rumors as unbiased outsiders. That way, we'd help to solidify and spread them even further. Roundabout doesn't even begin to describe that. But had we taken the bait, it could have been the final nail in the coffin. Cohen was appointed by Director Durock, a member of our board who took over as CEO during my dismissal. He's proven highly capable, but we haven't been acquainted for very long, so there's much I don't know on a personal level. Would you object to me calling for him right now? I must learn whether he is truly the culprit, and if so, what his motivations are. And those are things I ought to hear from the man's own mouth. Mr. Tossend. I understand. Go ahead and call him. We have to relay the results of our investigation to him anyway. Huh. I don't know why I just assume... Why would it be the guy who hired us? Twice now. Yeah, twice in this game so far. I don't know. You're ready to report on the request? I didn't realize the CEO himself would be present for it. Let me begin with a rundown on what we've uncovered during the course of our investigation. Just get that shot. Rean informed him, making sure to express that they had clearly been disseminated with malicious intent. In short, you've concluded that Mr. Tossend is free from fault. Very well then, I'll continue digging into the rumors myself and see if I can't determine their origin. That's quite enough, Cohen. All I want to know is, was this your doing? So that's it. You managed to figure me out. I expected a third party would be quickly deceived, but evidently that wasn't the case. Now that I'm caught, there's nothing to be done. I resign myself to whatever punishment you deem sufficient. Just as we thought. Hiring us really was a ploy to push your smear campaign. But why? Well, what could drive an outstanding secretary like you to do such a thing? We're well past the point of words by now. But I'll tell you this much. I only acted with the good of the company in mind. The good of the company? That is the most I can say. Is it because you're trying to protect someone else who isn't also a part of it? Come to think of it, he was appointed by the previous CEO, right? If you put 2 and 2 together... Bullseye. Be straight with us here. Was he the guy who put you up to this? As I already stated, I acted with the good of the company in mind, full stop. He didn't outright deny it, which is a near surefire sign Duroc is involved. I just couldn't accept the idea of entrusting the Verne Company to you again, Tossend. In focusing solely on profits and gains, you failed to prevent what happened to Professor Callahan or managed the litigations between our affiliates. Your reinstatement as CEO not only defies all sense, it robs the company of the opportunity to change. Damn. Mr. Duroc should be in your place instead, steering us toward reform. I acknowledge that I've yet to fully earn your trust, but just as I acknowledge my past transgressions. However, that's all the more reason why I must make amends with my own 2 hands. It is toward that aim that I resume my position. I'm well aware of Duroc's capabilities, as well as the reliance so many employees placed in him. But even still, I refuse to capitulate. Not to a man who'd stoop to reclaiming power through vile mudslinging. Mr. Tossend. And just how genuine is that determination? I pledge to not only rise up on the backs of my past failings, but achieve results that more than outweigh them. In this way, will I strive to become a man worthy of confidence, yours and Duroc's both. So you needn't place your faith in me on the spot. All I ask now, for now, is that you give me the chance. At least until such time that I can repay this company in what way I'm able. Mr. Tossend, you really have changed. Compared to you, Director Duroc and I. Go and wait in the other room for now. I'll inform you when the consequences of your actions are decided. Yeah, last game he was a mess. Understandably. He's certainly trying now. I forgot who knocked some sense back into him, but allow me to express my gratitude once again. Because of you that these malicious rumors have been stemmed. That being said, I'll have to fix whatever foibles of mine that allowed this to occur without me noticing. What about the turncoat? You gotta give him the boot at the very least. That wouldn't be the end of it, though, if it turns out the previous CEO really is involved to any extent. Quite so. If you don't mind, may I ask your suggestions on how to approach this? Just for my consideration. I'd appreciate your objectivity as a third party, not to mention the ones who actually solved the problem. Arkride Solutions often provides consultations of this nature after completing jobs, as I understand. You want our advice? Well, alright. It's not my area of expertise, but I'll try to come up with something. What kind of middle ground would Arkride propose in this situation? Ooh, 3 options. Take Secretary and CEO to court? For slander? I assume? Corner the ex-CEO at a board meeting? Blackmail. Oh. Okay, well, I love me some chaos, but that feels a little too far. Corner him at a board meeting, huh? Kinda wanna... Well, we're probably not gonna see it, but... That feels like a very Van thing to say. This would give him a little bit of the upper hand, but... Also, I'm pretty sure that is gray, and I need extra gray right now, I believe. Boop. It should be just about good enough, I think. The proper course is to take this issue to court, but that'd also mean exposing the company's weakness to the world at large. Happy medium could be to put it on the agenda at a board meeting and sort it out privately instead. And that may be, as far as saving face is concerned. However, doing so would sow discord within the board of directors itself. I still have our operational stability to consider, and factional tensions to keep in check. But on the other hand, this could be your big break. Play that meeting right, and you can gain some solid ground out of this ordeal. Yeah, even if the board ultimately decides to punish these wrongdoings publicly, if all goes well, you may be able to reassert your place at the helm of the company. When you put it that way, I can certainly see how it might lead to more corporate unity. But is that truly within my capabilities? No, hesitating at this juncture would strip my reinstatement of all meaning. Very well. For the sake of pulling this company back together, I will have this matter addressed internally. Yeah. Better than blackmailing, and I don't know if it's better than the court thing, but this will lead to them learning a lesson more than just, hey, you gotta pay money. Idiots above. To think they'd resort to character assassination to try and force my resignation. If it weren't for all of you, I might not even have noticed. My deepest thanks for that. Think nothing of it. We were just carrying out our proxy work best as we could. I'm sure Arkride and his team would have found a better way to resolve this. No need to be modest. You presented a satisfactory compromise, of which I have no complaint. As for your payment, expect a transfer from my end. Thanks, but if you really want to do us a favor, try being less of a sitting duck from now on. Yeah, maybe cover up a few of those easy targets painted all over you. You guys, shush. Honest to a fault, as ever. That's quite all right. It's a fact that my vulnerabilities invite exploitation, as evidenced by today. As such, I intend to consider this a lesson learned, a call for me to shape up and run this company with grit and resolve. Perhaps this debacle was simply a trial of sorts, a chance for me to make a fresh start. Well, it's been a privilege helping you weather it. I don't mean to sound too forward, but know that you have our support, Mr. Tossend. And you mine, members of Thor's Military Academy, in all of your future endeavors. Thus did Tossend turn an unforeseen setback into an opportunity to recommit to his chosen course. He then returned to his work with a sense of pride and purpose built.
Looks like our work here is done.
Mira for our efforts.
Come on. There it is. Oh. Alright. Chaos rank 3 already. Hey, Mere Chaos. How? That way. Yeah? I can't get to it, can I? Nope. No, I can't get to it from here. Oh, man. Okay, I'll make sure to turn on Mere Chaos, because I like that one. Usually more damage-based.
Well done. We earned it.
Oh yeah. I got something new. Oh. What the hell? You're using a very bad one. Okay, take that one. Okay, so Magic Booster is a really strong art damage. Ooh. That makes me think that Anyas or Altina could use it. Let me look at your equipment. This is more EP. The other ones... I think I'll give her more EP, and I'll give Altina... more art damage. Huh. It's just like raw damage, too. It's not ATS up or anything. Damn. Oh, was there any more hiding in there? No. Okay. Alright, with that, we have one more thing to get out of the way. There.
Let's head off.
Nope. Nope, I went the wrong way. Okay, it would have been Bracer Guild. Wait, no. No, I didn't. We're in Metal Mine. That's where we're headed. And I hope it just sends us right to the end. If it's a full dungeon, then ugh. And there, we're in. Thanks, Fee. Right, time to enjoy some monster hunting. Ah! Oh. Okay. It's a full dungeon. I don't know if we have time for this. Okay, so maybe... yeah, we definitely don't have time for this in this episode. I'm going to see some movies instead.
All right,
we'll do that.
Let's go.
That was the wrong one. We're gonna go see the movies and then we'll end. And then in the next one, we'll do the connection, that side quest quick, and then we can move on with story. I have to save though.
How can I help
done.
you?
Okay, we've already seen these two. We're just gonna watch these two. Might not even have to reload. We'll probably be able to see both, but... let me get the brochure too. 5 of them made their way into the theater. I don't remember this one at all. A sinister pharmaceutical company seeks to shake the very foundation of the world with a deadly engineered virus. Tasked with stealing its design document, Zoe and her partner Rick began sniffing for clues, which leads them to the chief developer at the lab. Zoe attempts to get close to her target in the way that she, an A-class spy, does best. The elevator? Is this the elevator scene? Yeah.
Stop it! Please! I told you, I've already got a boyfriend!
Oh, I heard you loud and clear. I also recall you saying that he's buried neck deep in debt. Tell you what, I'll pay off his debt in full. On one condition. Break up with him and be mine. If you still refuse, then I'm afraid I must ask you to resign. So what'll it be?
Oh, Rick. I'm so sorry. Could you at least look away, sir? I'm really not used to this sort of thing.
My, aren't we shy? Very well. Just don't keep me waiting. Yes, that's a good girl. There's absolutely nothing to be embarrassed about. Psych! I'm gonna have so much fun stripping you bare.
Gotcha, you naughty boy.
I love how it's Gotti's voice. I can just picture Gotti actually being the character there. No, I'm excited to hear Crow's thoughts. Hell yeah, that was awesome. The part where Judith Lanster showed us the goods. Wow, perfection. The director really did his homework on what men want. Crow. Anyway, this is only the R15 version, right? Wow, they seriously pushed the envelope on what was allowed. You think so? This was way toned back from the R17 cut they released last year. Oh, okay. And that one had a scene where she was swimming butt naked, and then there was that risque catfight with the female researcher. Oh dear, sounds like the actress was really put through the ringer. Are you alright, Altina? You've been pretty quiet. There is something that's been bothering me. I know I can't do anything about it at this point, but I am 17 years old now. And yet, in spite of that, and the fact I've grown taller, they still ask for my ID to verify my age. Oh, that's what you're hung up about? Don't sweat it. At least you got some growing left to do, unlike a certain shorty here. Wow. It really sealed your fate there, pal. It's okay. I'm used to it at this point. I've been asked for my ID more times than I can count. Doesn't matter to me that it took longer for them to verify my age than Altina's. Not one bit. No, brochures. Not what I was expecting. They barely even talked about the movie. Just about age, which is kind of funny. Alright, you're gonna let me see the other one, right?
How can I help you?
Bam. Have we seen Perfect Driver 2? Wait, didn't we see... Have we already watched this and I reloaded? Philip, a young fledgling Z1 racer, is the son of Louis Adler, tormented by the crushing weight of his father's legacy. Yeah, we have. Was that in this game or the last one? Because that'll choose if I show it. God damn it. So, we can just skip all of this. Oh, I reloaded it, so I want to keep the brochure. Okay, because, yeah, I reloaded it. We watched Perfect Driver with them last time, so we've already seen it, done the dialogue for it and everything. We also watched Gloria and Crimson Fist with them. Can't believe I didn't realize that. So we watched it, not only did we watch it, we watched it recently. Okay, the only thing is I'm missing Mishi and Boots, and I am kind of genuinely curious about their dialogue there, so...
How can I help you?
Mishi and Boots. That's the only one we haven't seen now. Technically. And... next scene. Huh, so this is the Republic's version of Mishi. Way more venomous than the one I know, but I don't hate it. Wonder how it'd play out if they put it to use in some political satire or something. That seems like a surefire way to cause a huge mess to me. But yeah, I had a mental image of what Mishi was like from seeing an Erebonian and Crossbow. Seeing him, and this was much different than that. This reminds me, didn't the Republic buy out the rights to Mishi? Yeah, but it was done via funds from Valis. They wanted Mishi to spread throughout the Republic, and it looks like they're getting their wish. I catch a Mishi show here from the Republic every now and then, and I've definitely noticed he's gotten a pretty sharp tongue now. Could be because this movie's gotten so popular. It came out here first and set everyone's expectations for the character a bit darker. I'm curious why people in the Republic refer to this iteration over the original. prefer this one. Could there be some deeper reason it resonates with them? Hard to say. Differences in national taste might be part of it, but I don't think it's the whole reason. I suppose it's true that fans of the original MISC have started coming around to it lately. Maybe it's just a trend of the times. Is that so? It seems like there's a lot of complex factors at play here, then. I'm slightly reluctant and a little fearful to ask Chief Plato for her opinion on this new MISC. Once we return home, I think I'll ask the other MISC aficionados I know about the first subject first. I'm running out of breath again. Blah, blah, blah. I do not have this problem when I play any other game. Just get to be a normal recorder, but these ones it feels like I'm doing a workout. I'm just playing the game. It's kind of crazy. All right, one sec. Okay, so I did save this one. So okay, yeah, I saved it this time. So we have that. We also have a mini column. This is the new re-edited cut of the acclaimed R17 version of Golden Blood that came out last year. In the interest of appealing to a wider audience, some of its more raunchy scenes were removed and the target age range was lowered. However, it still retains many of the exhilarating scenes found in the R17 rendition. Director Gotti, who also had a hand in the re-editing, proudly stated, "I took great care picking out which scenes had to stay in the R15 cut. To me, the R17 one is a quintessential no stone unturned Golden Blood experience, but I was able to work in all the parts I wanted to express in this cut too. This is the prime opportunity to jump back into the world of the explosively popular Golden Blood. Now, more people than ever will be able to experience all the scenes Director Gotti put his heart and soul into creating." Imagine making 3 different versions. One normal one director cut, the uncensored, and then like a slightly less uncensored. Like, it's weird. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. Oh god, these are getting very long, aren't they? In the next one, it's probably gonna be long as well because we have 3 connection events. We have to go through those mines, and then we get to go do story, and it's probably story to the end, but it could be switched up from here on. Now that we're done with all the Route 1s, I don't know the structure, so we'll see where it goes, but kind of seems like I would picture the story ending after we go to the telescope. Maybe not, though. We'll see. But either way, thanks for watching. Let me know if you like it, and I will see you in the next one.